Welcome back. Another short video. This time it's an audio system we've just completed in this G R Yaris monster hatchback, as everybody knows. Done a few of these now, but this one's a simpler system because we've not used a DSP, so it's basically just a set of front components, an amplifier and a subwoofer. But of course there's a little bit more to it than that, which I will endeavour to show you. So it keeps raining, so I'm hopefully going to shoot this in between the little rainstorms. So obviously we've soundproofed the front doors. That's particularly expensive, or particularly important in a lightweight car like this. So you can see that's been fully deadened. And we've obviously soundproofed all of the back of the door card, and we've used foam absorber in there as well. So it's 3 or even 4 layers of soundproofing in there. Now, big problem in the Yaris is their tweeter position. So as standard, they sit just down here, but they're behind a little plastic panel and they point the right way. You can't get a decent tweeter in behind them. What you can do is make a little mount there, which I've seen people do, which looks really cool. But actually we've opted for A-pillar builds because it's just more of a sort of a finished look. It's a little bit more expensive, but as you can see, that they're really trick when they're done. And it's getting that tweeter more on axis, more where we want it to be. Looks good, sounds great. It's not reversible, but you could just buy new A-pillars when the car's sold if you want to put it back to factory, so it's no big deal. So a lot of work in there. It takes us about a day and a half to do a set of A-pillar builds, and we do quite a few of them, so it's not that we're slacking, it just takes a long time. The front woofers are behind the original grille, so you don't see them at all. So in fact, the only thing that you see in the car that's any different in this non-DSP system are the front tweeters. We've added a subwoofer level controller, just to reach around there, just on the side of the column, so you can use that to turn up and down the subwoofer. And if I take you around the back of the car, I'll show you what we've done in the boot. Let's just spin round here. So one thing that was really important for this customer was no loss of boot space, so we've managed to achieve that, as you can see. And if you lift up this little panel here, this is where we've got the audio system. So we've got a JL Audio CP106 down firing. We've soundproofed the floor, obviously. And we've got a JL Audio 404, so it's a 4-channel amp running in 3-channel mode, half of it bridged to run the subwoofer, half of it running the front components in a passive setup. It actually works very well in here. Obviously there's no drilling of the floor or anything like that. You can see we've made this hardwood brace up here, and we've got a machine screw there that goes into original threaded fitting in the cross member there, and into that we've got this hardwood ply which we've created a frame and an amplifier mount. So, you know, no holes drilled anywhere obviously, but all very, very rigid. You can't move anything. We've had to relocate the little bottle there, so we've just shaved a little piece out, dropped that in, and we've relocated the little compressor there. We've wrapped that in a nice clean cloth just to make sure that can't rattle or anything when it's tucked underneath there. So there, that's what it looks like. GR Yaris audio upgrade, not using the processor. Got a really good sound, very impressive actually. Obviously the processor just kind of takes it to the next level, but for a non-processor passive front end setup, this sounds awesome. One thing we have done is reprogram the car, so we've coded out the active sound. It's quite important in these cars because it can be quite annoying, so we code that out to get rid of all those nasty noises. It doesn't need any piped audio, particularly in this car, because it's got a really loud exhaust system on it anyway. So there you go. That's a nice simple system for GR Yaris. It can be completed in just 2 days, which is pretty impressive considering the amount of work that goes into it. If you've got a Yaris and you fancy something like this or something a little bit more involved, feel free to give us a shout. Best way to contact us is sales@audiofile-incar.co.uk. Please subscribe to our channel, it does help, and feel free to give the video a like. Any questions, drop in below or contact sales@audiophile. Thanks very much for watching.